We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the Comic Crypt in Eatontown, New Jersey with a book review. Today we're going to be going over The Vision, the Complete Collection by Tom King, Gabriel, Hernandez, Walta, and Michael Walsh.
The Vision, the Complete Depression.
Oh, and Jordie Bellaire. Covers issues 1 through 12. It's the whole series, originally published in 2015, which seems so not long ago, and it was a decade ago, which is insane. So, just thoughts up front about this?
It does not feel good.
It's not a feel-good thing, but it is very good. It is a very good read. I liked it. It's a quick read, too.
It's quick. It's well written.
Very well written.
I hate it. It's the best written thing I haven't liked so far, or the most enjoyable thing I haven't liked.
Okay,
so far.
Like you said, it's not a feel-good thing, and it's not. You come out of here going like, I feel bad about everything.
Well, see, I like Tom King. Tom King's a good writer.
That's why I picked it, because you talk up Batman, the run that he does.
I talk about the Batman run because a lot of people shit on it.
Yes, I know. But I wanted to put something down that King did, and this is also like before he jumped over to DC. So like we don't have a lot of else outside of DC,
right?
From him, and this was probably I think the first thing I read from him that I can recall, because I read this as it was coming out in 2015, which I thoroughly enjoyed reading it again because I had broad strokes, but I had forgotten so much of the detail. But I picked it because you like King's Batman, so I want to see if that could hold up against a character that you do not like.
See, that's the thing too, because like as much as this is a well-written, great story, I extremely dislike the Vision, and this did not help his case. It only cemented the fact that I think he's a shitbag.
Yeah, it is not meant to. You are meant to sympathize with everyone else but him in this.
Yeah.
He is a poor father. He's a poor husband. He's not a good hero. He's not even the main character.
No. I as much as this book can try to make you empathize for him,
I don't think they even try to make you empathize with him.
I think they do a bit, because it's not like he's without frustrations throughout the story.
Yeah, but he's like willfully like ignoring problems.
Yeah. But I feel like in the average family dynamic that they're trying to paint with this fictional family and everyone playing their roles, that like he thinks he's playing this role because he has other obligations to live up to, so he can't be bothered with like the silly shit.
I think that's the point of the story, though, that like you like there's these family roles and there's expectations in society and like you have of yourself and all these other things that fulfill these roles, and that's not real life. It's not how it works, because people have problems.
Yeah, but again, like you said, he's not even like remotely handling them well. Like you could see the scenarios present themselves, like you would take a different angle at working through something and he would just go to work. There is the one scene where she's like, like, I want to talk.
Yeah.
And he turns around and he sits down and he's like, okay, like, we'll talk then, and I won't go.
He buckles and does things.
Right.
But, the book starts and ends with the same dialogue. I'm going to read it because I think it echoes very well. Let's see. I'll skip where they live, but most of the Vision's neighbors worked downtown, and they talked often about the traffic on 66 or Lee Highway. On the weekends, they tended to stay in Virginia, though they often lamented that they should go into the city. The museums are so nice, and the kids would have a great time. Very few of them were from the area originally. Most had moved to D.C. after college and worked for Congress or the president. They made nothing, and they lived off nothing. But that was unimportant. They were young and they wanted to save the world. Eventually they met someone and they fell in love and had children. With bills to pay, they left their small government jobs. They became lobbyists and lawyers and managers. They moved out to the suburbs for the schools. They made the compromises that are necessary to raise a family. And I think that's what Vision does. He compromises the whole time.
Yeah. But, like, when humans do it, there's sacrifice and understanding of why. Like, I gave up this living in the city and having this job and trying to change the world to walk it back, fall in love, have a family. Like, their mission statement is to be normal, you know? And in you know, they say that several times. Like, you were trying to be normal.
Right.
In that description, being normal almost implies, like, giving up, when that's not necessarily what it is. It's just people adapting to their situations.
Right.
And go move, you know?
Right.
He's trying to be normal when there's no implication on his life that needs change. Like, he's a hero. He can go shut off. He doesn't have to eat. You know, like, there's nothing that needs him to impede what he is. There's no desire to like have the family or do the thing other than, like, the experiment.
But that is a desire that he wants the family because he wants to be normal. He wants to feel like everyone else. He says that later towards the end of the book.
Right. But, like, he doesn't engage wholeheartedly and
because he's still disconnected.
Right. And that in itself is not normal. If you start these things and do these things, you're more invested than he ever
but you're talking
played
about
off that he was.
But you're talking about someone who just assumes everything will be normal because he set it up that way.
Right. But that's it. Like, things aren't just normal.
Right. But that's what this book is about, is the breakdown that, like, no, they're not normal and they're not okay and bad things happen.
Right.
And he doesn't want to deal with it directly. I mean, obviously things are hidden and things like that, but still.
It's also a misconception through rose-colored eyes. Like, I want what everyone else has, which is normal, and it's not. Like, there's no normal. Like, there's no normal.
But imagine being a synthezoid going, like, I want to have what other people have, and going, well, that's impossible. But you try anyway.
But see, like, he in the opening statement, like, it says that these people's sense of normal changes and adapts. Mm-hmm. Their sense of normal was working in the city at first, and then they moved.
Right? Yeah, you adjust your life to the necessary things. And
right.
I think there's some growth in Vision in the fact that happens. But again, he's not really the main character. We see the growth in everyone else, specifically Viv, because she comes out the other side like, okay, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
but she doesn't, does she? Because, like,
she
read
still has
her
a trauma.
Yeah, we read her in other
there.
books that have trauma. You know, like, we've seen her character in other places.
Everything she goes through does not go away.
She will forever be a more interesting character than her father.
Yes,
because of her traumas.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the book, she Vision mentions normal again, and she goes, "No, it's okay. I'm not normal," and she's happy about it, and she leaves.
Right.
Like that weight is off of her. She's not trying to be something she's not anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. I think the wife Virginia and Viv and Vin come off way more human and way more normal.
Yeah.
Than Vision does.
Yeah, Vision
at any point.
Vision is a robot.
Yeah.
His family are people.
Right.
His family are people who are learning how to be people.
Yeah, they're learning and they're implementing it way better than he ever could. Like, he, you know, like, and even down to the struggles. Like,
yeah, but
it's the struggles are what make them human.
Yeah, because there's all of them deal. Basically, the book is about processing trauma, and they all deal with it in their own ways, and they're all very different too. Like, it's like I said, it's a good read, and then a happy read.
It's not a happy read. It's a good read. And start processing the book.
Yeah. So it starts that little intro. Vision is living in Virginia because he has a job in DC. He's like the Avengers man in the White House, right?
Right.
And he's trying to be normal because he made his family without any kind of oversight, and there's some pushback of like, I don't know if that's okay. Like, is that okay?
Which, like, man, I don't want to derail before we even start. Mm-hmm. But the fact that he doesn't have any insight onto why this is wrong is a problem. he's a super smart robot, right? He's supposed to like be so incredibly smart and problem solving. And as we see later in the book, when Wanda was married to him and she wanted kids, she magically made herself some babies. And there's a point in the book where there's a flashback to them being together, and he's like, they're not real. This is wrong. And just because he built his robot family and they are tangible and real,
It's
mean
not the same.
But you can't create life and predict how it's going to turn out. When you have a child and your child turns out to be a fucking axe murderer,
Yeah.
you have no foresight into that when you're conceiving him.
Right, so what's the difference between what he did and what a person having a kid, then?
Well,
He's just able to build a family fully formed versus having to raise a child.
he's building far more dangerous things.
Yes, they're more dangerous, but that's
Wanda-
that's the mutant fucking excuse.
Well, that is the mutant excuse, because Wanda could have, with any other man, birthed children that could have been as equally dangerous as the children that she made magically. But the fact that those children were made from chaos magic, and that's the whole point of her magic, is her magic is not scholared, it's not book learned like most magic people.
Right.
That it's a mutant ability means that it's access to magic that shouldn't exist. Therefore, her children are chaotic magic. Her
Right.
children are potentially extremely dangerous, and therefore should not exist. If she had those kids under biological methods, then you really can't argue that, no matter how dangerous they are.
I would say that's valid, but then I would also say that Vision building his family is also more valid than her making chaos magic babies.
It's more practical.
It's more but he builds in safeguards.
I don't know that I'm okay with Vision being allowed to live,
Why?
because he was made by Ultron.
Okay.
Therefore, I'm always going to think, being an experienced comic book reader, that he's fucking hackable at all times and can be overthrown and taken over by MODOKs and Ultrons.
That's been shown to be true at a very limited basis, though.
Sure. And although,
But he's
as
also-
stated in his book, he has saved the world 37 times, how many times has he put it in danger?
I don't know.
How many people
But he saved it
lose
37 times.
How many people lose their lives in this book because of him making a family?
Yeah, but you could say the same of, like, I married a real woman and had real children. That could still happen, so what's the difference?
I mean, the fact that, like, the kid that you have has its own responsibilities. Like, you are responsible for making this machine.
It's the same.
It's not, I don't know.
You
It's
brought
not-
a being to life.
Yeah, but it's still not the same.
It is the same.
It's not.
You bear the same amount of moral culpability either way.
I don't know. Because again, you're building these people, and like what he does with Virginia, she has a database of fictional memories.
All of them do.
Right. They all do. But because they're starting off as teens. He built them as teens.
Yeah,
he
Virginia
didn't even build infants.
Yeah, and
He built
Virginia is a
teens.
fully formed woman. Yeah,
Right, which is
Yeah.
already a problem. But he gives Virginia all of these memories and files to access to reference, and she says, when the kids are at school and you're at work, I sit here in the dark and I go
And she explores.
and I explore my files for reference, and I'm surprised about how many of them make me cry.
Well, we find out about later that, like, my notes are out the window now. We're just fucking talking about the book. But we find out later that Virginia is based off of Scarlet Witch's brain patterns, just like Vision's based off of Wonder Man's brain patterns.
And that is a whole other goddamn
I don't
issue.
see a
If
problem
you
with
think, of course, there's a
But,
problem
like,
with that.
to your
You
point-
already know that your ex-wife is batshit crazy,
To your-
magically making children.
to your point about the accessing memories that make her cry, that is an unintended consequence of Wanda's memories leaking into that. Those aren't supposed to be there.
You don't use the mind map of a psychopath who has rewritten
She's
the
not a
entire world.
psychopath.
She is a psychopath. She rewrote the entire world.
You don't understand what a psychopath is.
She's just someone who committed a genocide
She's
and
mentally-
brought the mutant race down to 198 people
she's
that
mentally-
couldn't reproduce.
She's mentally unstable. She's not a psychopath.
She is a psychopath. She murdered lots of people.
We're not going to have the Scarlet Witch argument because we've had it a bunch of times. Using that, I don't think is an issue. Is Vision responsible or in any way culpable for anything that Wonder Man has done? What is the connection there other than I have brain patterns that are the same?
I don't know. Has Wonder Man done anything bad?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, what's the, like, does it go the same way? Because same thing should happen for Virginia. It should be held to the same standard.
Yeah, Wonder Man is a cheesy
She's
character.
her own person.
And they use his brainwaves to make an even more cheesy character.
But what I'm saying, I don't think Virginia is responsible for the fact that she was created with something that snuck in.
No, Virginia's not responsible. Vision is.
Okay.
He never, like, why would you sabotage her like that?
But
find the mind pattern of someone who is. Use Carol.
It was the mind. It was based off of someone he loved.
Which is already way creepy and stalkerish.
Okay, and then Wanda was in a relationship with Wonder Man. That's not fucking weird.
It's the same shit as Hank Pym making Jocasta with the brain map of Janet.
Yes, it's very weird.
Yeah,
but it's not any different because when that happens, Vision's in Avengers Mansion, and Wanda's making out with Wonder Man, and she goes, "Oh, Vision, wait!" And they talk, and she talks, and she goes, "I think I like him so much because he's like you, but not you, right?" And then she hands him the gem that Hank, I'm assuming Pym, helped her map her brain to give to him as a gift to be like, now hopefully one day you can find someone who is like me,
give
but
my broken brain
is like me, but not like me.
Yeah. How about someone who's nothing like you at all?
You got not a copy. You got a brain scan of the woman you loved that you can put into another thing and be like, now I have the woman I love in a sense. Why wouldn't you do that? So is it weird that Wanda is in a relationship with Wonder Man at that point?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. The Avengers are all creepy and weird.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with Vision creating a family for himself. I see a problem in how like it's executed. You know, where how like he wants to create this quote unquote normal family, but then is not putting the work in himself.
No one who has ever made a child for themselves by unnatural methods has it worked out to be a happy ending.
I can't think of any examples off the top of my head.
I mean, all right, maybe you get a happy ending with Geppetto and Pinocchio, but man, the shit that Pinocchio had to go through to get to that happy ending.
That was his own fault.
That man was inside a whale, and he turned into a donkey.
That was all Pinocchio's own fault.
And the trauma that poor Geppetto had to go through while that kid was fucking off.
Yeah, I feel bad for Geppetto in that story, not Pinocchio.
Exactly, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To get back a little on track. So, first issue, we get an intro to
the neighbors.
They bring them cookies. They make a joke about there being a toasters, which gets brought back later.
They get the museum walkthrough of the house.
Right, and we see some very important things that will come back.
There's a vibranium piano, a flying water vase of Zenla. Mm-hmm. Spoiler, it's poison.
Yep.
A lighter from England in 1943 that Captain America gave Vision.
It was made of titanium, adamantium, vibranium.
Is the lighter adamantium?
Yeah, the
lighter's
made of the same thing as shield is.
Yeah,
so vibranium, adamantium alloy.
And a clipped Everbloom plucked from the side of Mount Wundagore, a gift from the Scarlet Witch that has flowers that never die and will also be brought back into the story later.
Mm-hmm. So all these items are used throughout the story to different things. One of my favorite things about this book is all the extraneous detail we get about like people or things, whatever, that don't advance the narrative, just make you feel like, oh, this is a fully formed thing. The best part of this book, I will never say again, is it's overwritten in the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, it gives you these things, these lists of things that they're kind of showing off to their neighbors, and you don't, like, ever feel that there's a context of these things returning in the story. Mm-hmm. But all of these things return in the story and have multiple points of reference. Mm-hmm. Like, the neighbor woman, they say that later she thinks back to the vase, like when she's dying, right? Mm-hmm. She dies later on in the book, and she thinks back to the vase and goes, why weren't there flowers in it? Mm-hmm. And then it's not till later in the book that you find out that vase is made of water. It's just a floating vase of water, and there's no flowers in it because the water's poison, and that's how it floats.
Yeah, how it makes it, the fact that it's poisonous, so nothing can survive in it,
Yeah, so there are a lot of, like, nuanced things that
It
get
lots
touched
of
upon.
callbacks
Yeah.
throughout and over again. There's like almost like little mini arcs within the story of different things going on the side.
Yeah, and like, not to browbeat the fact that I hate the Vision, and this is not a feel good story. It is an excellently written story. Like, I'm glad I read it.
It's my favorite kind of story. A story that doesn't make me feel good. There's no good people in it, but it's really well written.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I like to root for heroes. I'm a very like cardboard cutout comic book guy. Like, I want my heroes to punch the bad guy in the face and ride off into the sunset with the girl.
I like morally gray situations. I like nuance, and the black and white gets old.
Wow, I grew up in the 90s. All I had was morally ambiguous. Like,
No.
we had Venoms fighting good fights, and
One of my favorites.
I'm tired of my bad guys being good and my good guys being bad.
One of my favorite series of novels is it's a fantasy thing. It's called the First Law trilogy, and it's a fantasy adventure where a group of people go and they have to save the whole world or whatever. But it's a group of people where none of them are good people. They're all shitbags for one reason or another, and they overcome that and do the hero stuff. And it's I love it, all of it. It's a whole world full of assholes that no one would like.
I get enough of that in the real world. I don't need that in my comics.
I just like to
It's
see it.
escapism. I
Yeah.
want to believe that there are good people.
No,
They're
I
not out there.
I like the
They're
stories.
in the pages.
We talked about all the family so far, but we have Vision, obviously. We have Virginia, who is his wife.
His wife.
And there's a set of twins. Viv is the girl, and Vin is the boy.
And they are, it's weird, like, I don't like that they're only ever Viv and Vin. They're never Vivian. It's never Vincent. It's never.
No,
they're just
because they were named by a robot who's not a person.
But I know, like, there's no embellishment or inflection of, like, a tone in which they call to them. Like,
Oh, that's part of it, is everything's very stiff.
Right.
And I will say, just a side note, when I take my notes, I do it straight into my phone. And every time I would say 98% of the time, I would write Virginia's name in. It would turn into Virgina.
Virginia. I did.
Or Virginia.
I did start to write Verge.
Okay. Okay.
The neighbors bring cookies. They have a funny interaction as they're walking up to the door. It's like, I don't even know if they can even eat these things.
Nope. And we see them later throw those cookies right in the garbage.
Yeah,
when they leave.
that's the page I'm on. It's like they accept them graciously. She throws them right in the garbage. They wash the tray immediately.
So after they leave, Virginia and Vision have like a little conversation. I need to find this.
Yeah, and it's this is, for me, this is like the potential for setting up for failure. Virginia says they seemed kind, and Vision's like, no, they seemed nice, and then they discuss the difference. And Vision is basically saying that you can say they seemed nice sarcastically. If they weren't, like, if they weren't nice. Therefore, like, you can say they seemed nice in a dickheaded way as well, as a genuine way, so it's never a wrong answer.
Yeah.
So, while she is correct, they seemed kind. Kind could be wrong, so say they seemed nice, so you're never wrong and you cover every context. That's so fucked up.
Yeah,
That's so fucked up.
And then she says, then the phrase is meaningless.
Yes.
And then he says, obviously.
Obviously.
To assert as truth that which has no meaning is the core mission of humanity. So basically, being human has no meaning.
Right. So he, right off the cuff, first social interaction, he is an incapable teacher.
Why?
Because he's a bag of shit. There's no genuine.
No. The pursuit of an unobtainable purpose by absurd means is the way of freedom. This is my vision for the future of our future.
I know, but like, there's nothing genuine about him.
How is it not genuine?
It's always
He's trying to be a person.
No, he's trying. That's not being a person. That's being optimal, and being optimal is not being human.
But he's trying to be human as best as he can, and
But
he realizes that being human has no like obvious meaning to it.
There is more.
It's nonsense.
It's not nonsense. There's more genuine aspects to being human than being optimal. He's just trying to be optimal. Say the things that are never wrong instead of saying the thing that could be out of context if you are wrong.
Sure, but he's trying to correct her on a semantic thing. He's being pedantic.
Yes, but I feel like unnecessary in a dick way. Like she was being
Yeah,
genuine.
because he's the Vision.
I know. Which is my point.
But I think his motivations are good. You know what I mean? Like, he's not trying to be, other than like we need to be normal. I don't think he's trying to like stash it away. He's just making a point that being human is absurd. It's meaningless, and you can't try to make meaning out of something that has none.
Then why the hell would you try to fit in with it?
To be normal.
Why?
To be human.
Why?
So he could be a normal human. So he has acceptance and support.
You've met me, right?
Yes.
Like, you know.
I understand you
absolutely
don't
everything
care.
I have.
Yes, I understand, but you're talking about to say that there is no longing for like human acceptance in other people if you don't have it is a thing. A lot of people have it. That's why they built communities so they could be surrounded by like-minded people.
My brother once told me that you get married and have kids because that's what you do.
Yeah, it's a shit way to.
And I was like, that is.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Following the track is not a good way to go.
And that's what I was like, it killed me. He was my hero. Mm-hmm. He was the guy who like read comics and was into art and found out about all the new music. And I never heard anything as conformative come out of his mouth in my life. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't ever want to be that.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair, but I'm saying like that longing for human connection is a thing. Now imagine being a person who is always on the outside because you are different. Why would you not long to be part of other people so that you could feel normal, so you're not constantly being pushed outside?
I am the Vision. I don't long to be connected. I don't long to be connected to anything that's inferior. If I think it's pointless, I don't want to be it.
He's not saying it's pointless. He's saying it's meaningless. It's... Let me read what he says here, okay?
Sure.
So he says their mission is meaningless, and yet you insist it become our mission. He says the pursuit of a set purpose by logical means is the way of tyranny. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's being programmed to do something.
Yes.
Right. This is the vision of my creator of Ultron. The pursuit of an unobtainable purpose by absurd means is the way of freedom. Okay?
Okay.
You agree or no?
Sure. Absurdity's freedom.
Yes. Because if you're programmed to do something, then you're just a slave.
Okay.
And he's opting to be, we're not programmed, we make the choices, we're going to do the human thing. And it's absurd and meaningless.
They seem nice.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, the kids are hit with the neighborhood kids.
They can do tricks.
They can do tricks. People like them. And Vision is dealing with real world issues. He's worried about money because he's burning through his savings to keep the house.
And he found out his job at the president's office does not pay.
Yeah, he's trying to like get like commissioned for an official position.
Well, he assumed that it was a paying job, right?
I don't think so. But he's vying for it. He's trying to make himself useful, which is what is expensive other than like having his electricity bill be like on? They don't have to worry about temperature. They don't have to worry about water. They don't have to worry about food. Like outside of like a mortgage and taxes. Like what are his bills?
Well, if they're going to have company, I guess it's got to be temperature controlled, right? Because their comfort, not theirs.
You flick it on when they come, right?
And electricity. A lot of their white fixtures in the house seem to be off.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't matter anyway. They sit in the dark a lot.
Yeah. They don't need to. They're robots. They don't need it. Like you mentioned, that Virginia spends her time looking inward, exploring her preloaded memories. The kids head off to the first day of school, and everyone's like kind of confused about it. Vision says they are children. They should remain children. And Viv asks, "But father, what else would we be?" And she has absolutely no conception of what not being a child would be like because she was built as a child. Which I think means she was built properly, because what child's going to have a conception of like, oh, one day I'm going to grow up and be this? Like, no, you're kind of stuck where you're at right now. Like, you know you're going to grow up, but like being able to conceive of what would it like to be an adult, I think is difficult. When they head off to school, though, Virginia seems to be, like, overcome with emotion, and she's trying to talk to Vision, and Vision blows her off because the Avengers are giving him a call. So he kind of ignores her. And he does that over and over again. Mm-hmm. Where he's like, this is more important than you guys, I'll be right back. Just being a shit husband and father. Viv and Vision go to school. They're set on separate schedules. Vin gets kind of traumatized in that, like, someone asks if he's normal, and that really bothers him. While Viv seems to have, like, a more positive experience. Where is this?
That scene bothered me so much. I was the girl holding up the laptops going, "Are you normal?" Mm-hmm. And it's like, are you normal?
That's what kids do, though, man.
I know, but like, what the hell makes you think you're normal?
Kids are super fucking cruel. She's not a robot.
Yeah, I mean, like, the dude, like, he's clearly a robot. He's got pink skin and green hair. Mm-hmm. That's like, you just, no. How about you just assume no? Like, no, I'm not normal. I'm special.
Okay, here we go.
You're not special.
I didn't put this together, but we see Vision and Virginia sleeping. They're not sleeping. They're powering down. Like they sort their memories and recharge.
Yeah, 2 separate beds, Lucy and Ricky style.
2 separate beds, which they don't have later.
No, later it's one bed.
Yeah, it's one bed.
I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
They push them together, like in the old days.
Yeah. We're going to make some babies, push them together. So Vision wakes up, and he's overcome with a feeling of dread involving his wife and the person her brainwaves are patterned after. So, yeah, he does feel some worry about it. I forgot about that.
Why wouldn't you?
He says, "This is my wife. I must love her."
Nope.
Not a lot of confidence in that.
Yeah, I must.
Well, because then, he's confronted with the fact that...
Or you could be a normal human and get divorced. Hey, Vision, you've been married before.
But he just, like, left or whatever.
To an unstable witch. Yeah, but she killed me and then rewrote reality.
Yeah,
it was different.
Yeah, it's different.
It's a weird way to get divorced.
Uh-huh. Technically, we weren't the same people, so I didn't have to even sign the papers. She's just a widow. Vision heads off to Avengers HQ to go do Avengers shit. And the Grim Reaper shows up.
Now, the Grim Reaper... Because got to do it. Got to do the family tree.
No one's going to know who the fuck this dude is.
Why would the Grim Reaper show up?
Mm-hmm.
He is Wonder Man's brother. And Wonder Man, his mind, when we say things like mind map or whatever, apparently you need to format a brain after someone's mind who already exists in the Marvel Universe. If you're going to make an AI...
To make a synthezoid.
Yeah, a synthezoid or some other... No, not clones, too. Clones too, because there was that whole thing with Mr. Sinister where he was like, "Oh, I used Cyclops' mind as a template for mine because he's the most strategic, whatever." And that's how Emma's like, "Oh, did you?" She's like, "I know his mind better than anyone," and she like shuts his brain off. Yeah. So you need to use a template when making a clone or a synthezoid or a not real person. And Wonder Man's mind was used by Ultron to make Vision. Also, does not come up in the story, but Vision's body, parts of the body, were also used from the original Human Torch, not Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four, Jim Hammond from the Invaders, who used to fight Nazis with Cap.
Grim Reaper, who has a terrible costume.
He was a Grim Reaper, except for no cool skull face.
He's got scythe hand. He's got a big scythe hand, which I hate. He's got the stupid Galactus-like
kind of forks
headdress.
On his head. Yeah,
I hate that.
Tuning fork head.
He's got a big cape, and he's got a stupid skull and crossbones. He could be so much better, well designed. It's not a good skull and bones. It's not a good skull and bones.
Yeah, but I would argue that there's no bad skull and crossbones.
Okay. He shows up, and he's upset that the Vision created them, and he's like, "You're not my family, imposter!" Like, he's just insane. He's just imposters.
Listen, man, if cloning was a thing in the real world, there are a lot of fucking crazy people that would have problems with
You are not my family. You are not real.
Ethically, a lot of people would take exception to those people not being real people. They were not made by God. He is just a zealot.
Sure.
You're not my brother. You're using my brother's brain patterns. It's not cool.
So he bursts into the house by shoving his scythe through the wall and straight through Viv's chest.
Yeah, does he have that kind of phase thing? No,
he goes through the wall. Yeah.
What is he, like the Hulk? Jesus.
He's strong.
So, through a house wall strong?
I don't know.
You put your arm through a house wall? I mean, I guess if he had a scythe on the end.
He's related to Wonder Man. I'm sure he's strong. and he's going to he knocks Virginia out of the way, and then he starts going after Vin, like he's like menacing Vin, about to like kill him, and then Virginia takes the cookie tray and beats him to death with it.
Like to death.
Like
to
dead.
Bloody death. It's
Yeah.
awesome. And this is the very first time that I love Virginia. Because I'm just like, oh, she's unstable in the best way. Mm-hmm. She's not going to let people hurt her children. So I guess some people going to have to die.
Well, and the issue ends with, don't tell your father.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Vin is like pleading with her to stop when she's doing it. Viv is off to the corner, and she's just stuck in a loop saying, mother, 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 over and over again.
Yeah, some of the dialogue is traumatizing too, because Viv doesn't stop saying mother for like into the next
Couple
issue
issues,
when they're
yeah.
working on her, and it's just like, oh my god.
Also, this is where I don't know if the no counts, but Virginia accumulates more trauma. She starts
She stutters,
repeating words.
Yeah.
Like it's rough. What's really rough is the beginning of the next issue. The first 2 pages. One is of Vin standing in the hall, like lonely, and he just phases
heartbreaking.
through.
Yeah, no one's talking to him in school, and all the visions can like phase through walls and stuff, and Vin just sinks through
It's
the
just
floor.
3 panels.
Yeah, 3 panels.
Yep.
But it is the loneliest 3 panels.
Yeah, second panel when he's halfway through, his hands over his eyes, so like
Yeah.
he's really upset about it. And then you're hit with the second fucking one, and it's Viv laid out on like a bed, and just tubes everywhere.
And there is no Viv below the waist.
It's above the waist, man. That's like her ribs up.
But I'm saying there's no below. Yeah, like below the chest, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's rough. And so she's all laid up, and she's still repeating mother, 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 like, ugh.
Yeah. and then Virginia and Vision are in the living room, and Virginia's thought dialogue is, "This is the story she told."
Yeah, so she
This
lies.
is not the real story.
She lies to Vision about what happened.
Already embellishing.
Yep.
And that first panel of her sitting there with her head down, the I wonder if it's foreshadowing or supposed to be like intentional foreshadowing to
vase.
have the vase over her shoulder.
I mean, I'm sure you could read that into it now. Yeah.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we always go through these things, and I always pick up more in the artwork the second time around.
Absolutely, because you get the full context now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she lies about what happened, and then Vision's like, "Hey, that sounds reasonable."
Well, I mean, he's a superhero. Mm-hmm. It's like, someone broke into the house and attacked you and then beat the shit out. Yeah.
Yep. Vin's in the cafeteria staring at the lunch he's not going to eat. He's processing some stuff. He crushes an apple, and then Viv's chemistry partner, CK Chris Kinski, comes over to like, hey, what's going on? I need her. I'm in a project with her. What's going on? And Vin just goes, she's out. She's ill. And the kid gets loud with him and mean.
Well, I mean, Vin's being kind of distant because he's like distracted in his feels, just crushing apples in his hands.
This kid has an outsized reaction.
Yeah.
And like the kid goes, man, what's your problem? Can you hear me? And he goes, no, you should not send your messages directly into our metal assholes. Because he said something about because they don't have phones.
Yeah.
And he grabs this kid by the neck, lifts him up, and chokes him out. And there's a line in here where they were both studying anatomy, and they found out that if pressure is applied to this sensor, the heart will simply stop sending blood upward through the carotid artery. The brain will die quickly thereafter. So you see, Viv said, they are just like us. They too can be turned off with the press of a button. So yeah, he hits he blocks off his carotid artery, and the kid passes out. And then he walks away, and he says, my sister is out. She is ill. And then they have to talk to the principal, which, this power play over this dude, oh my god.
And like, the principal seems like, the voice of sanity inside this bullshit.
I don't know, because he's very much like, it's the mutant thing. It's like, they're weapons. They shouldn't be here. I don't want this.
And he's right. Let's get this shit out of my school.
So are you okay with mutant segregation out of schools?
Yes, the Xavier Institute is the perfect place for mutants to be.
No, I'm just saying, like, mutants shouldn't be able to go to, like, regular public schools.
Yeah, but that's the opposite. I fear for the mutants over the human racism.
But basically, Vision just kind of makes the principal his bitch Like like the principal tries to push back, and just like Vision's like, nah, I don't care. I'm the Vision of the Avengers. I have saved the planet 37
this
times.
is where he first drops the 37
each
times.
day you live, each breath you take, each beat of your heart, each is due to my actions 37 times over. And then Vision decides what Vin's punishment's going to be, and the principal just goes. Takes a drink when they leave.
Yeah, pulls a bottle out of a filing cabinet. Just had your wife threatened by a robot.
It was
by an Avenger. Can you imagine being threatened by an Avenger?
It wasn't a threat.
Oh,
he was just going.
Was a threat.
No, it was a hey, be grateful. I saved you all these times. I'm an Avenger. I'm special.
Yeah,
you're not, little man.
That little man still could have expelled his fucking kid. You bring a note from Captain America. No one gives a shit. Your kid still almost murdered someone.
The two of them have a conversation on the way home, and they're just really stiff with each other. It feels super, super weird.
When they're flying home, and Virginia's like, "I love you," and he goes, "I love you too." That's like the most wholesome out of the whole goddamn book. It's like, but it's like you just stuck up for our child, and you got real violent about it. You know, like I could see her being like, oh, he does really care about us. See, this is the only time he aggressively goes to bat is to keep Vin still in school.
That's not true. He covers for her. He takes the story and like runs with it. Like he lies. Like
later.
Okay.
While they're trying to build their family.
I'm just saying, like even like this moment that's supposed to be like tender between them, it's still very stiff and it feels so weird. It's like this is not a real relationship. Vision gets the diagnostics back that Viv should be able to be fully repaired, so he leaves to go to the laboratory, and Virginia finally feels relief that everything's going to be okay. And then she checks the mail and finds the phone, and on it's a video of her burying the Grim Reaper's body. And then it rings. Issue 3, a couple of kids are vandalizing the Vision's house. They spray paint "Go Home Socket Lovers," and like I said, it's a little like stupid shit in here.
The fact that they looked up on the internet because they didn't know a derogatory term.
Right? You get the names of the kids. It doesn't matter. The fact that they didn't know what they had to do, so they had to go look up like derogatory terms for robots.
Toy, toolbox, Hollow Man, toaster, ruster.
Yeah, it's the little stuff like that where these kids never come back. It's a whole.
I like clanks.
Well, I mean, we've already settled as a society now that clankers is the bad word for robots right now. Yeah. So sure, you know. As the one kid is spray painting, Virginia phases through the garage door and slams them into it, and then yells at the other one.
Like
tells her, "Stay as you are. I will not harm you."
And I'm gonna say, flat out, I know you say if it doesn't get addressed, then it worked out okay. Mm-hmm. She slams that kid's head off the garage door. There is blood splattered on that door.
It's his face. He probably split his lip and got a bloody nose.
There is nose pouring out of his mouth and nose.
Yeah.
And you don't find out what happens to this kid.
So that means he's okay.
I don't know about that. I think there's another hole in the backyard.
Nah, I don't think so.
Later on, we'll get to it, but the neighbor's dog digs up the Grim Reaper and uncovers him. And on the way to the Grim Reaper, he walks past that can of spray paint, and I think that's an ambiguous tell.
I don't think so. That means she killed 2 kids, not just 1.
Nah, maybe this one ran away.
That means it's a witness. He didn't tell anybody. After that, we mentioned before they have a Wondergore Everbloom. We learn how it works, which I wasn't expecting. Even though I read this, I wasn't expecting to see a cat gutted. So the way the Everbloom...
Agatha Harkness does some fucked up shit.
Yeah, well, it's the way the magic works.
Yeah, the witch rituals.
I'm skipping ahead to that just to deal with it, and then we can cover the Viv stuff. But the way the magic works is the petal has to be eaten by hunger, which means it has to be eaten by someone because they're hungry, and then it has to be eaten through murder, which means you then have to kill the thing that ate it, take it from their innards, and then eat it, and then you get a vision of the future.
Is Agatha in like the afterlife or something?
Yes,
because that's why she's all gray.
Yeah, and she shows up as a ghost.
Yeah,
for the rest of the book. Yeah,
so I'm saying she does this ritual to make it to the corporeal world.
No, she has the vision. She just does the thing and has the vision of the vision, like ruining everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but we see Tony help Vision bring Viv back, which he did at great pain to himself. He has to run like a ton of energy through him in order to like bring her back online. They head home. They're one big happy family again. And then Virginia wants to get real sexy with Vision. Like she shows up in like a little teddy, like a see-through teddy, and he's like, "What?" He seems so awkward the whole time.
Well, I mean, you just saved your daughter. You're the hero.
But like, she's being like, she phases the clothes off, which is a wonderful trick if you want to get naked, right?
Sure,
like,
right? Just watch it fall to the ground without touching it. Yeah.
Yep. And he's like clumsily talking about like Iron Man and the Grim Reaper, and she's trying to fuck him.
Yeah, for a super intelligent robot, he doesn't sense the tone.
No. And the last panel of that is a shot of the house where it says "Go home, socket lovers," but the blood from the kid is dripping off of the V and lovers, so it's still aesthetically pleasing.
It's aesthetically pleasing from the hole in the backyard that he's buried in.
Issue 4.
There's pages of Agatha Harkness doing her little ritual thing, too.
Yeah, I said we went over the ritual.
Cat eats the flower. She stabs the cat. Cat turns into a giant panther for some reason.
The cat turns into... Yeah, after she tries to kill it, yeah.
Yeah, after she tries to kill it.
I don't know anything about Agatha Harkness, so I don't know.
She's just a witch.
I think the cat's name was Ember or whatever, so maybe it was an existing thing.
And she just kills... There's a thing about, like, not eating cats' stomachs because they tend to eat crap.
Yeah, garbage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's where the flower...
It's all the extra, like, it's overwritten in the best way.
Yeah, in the best way. Lots of flavor.
Not like a cat's stomach, though. Issue
Bad
4, yeah. Viv and Vin are playing with the football. And I thought it was going to be a Charlie Brown thing. I wish it was.
It kind of is.
I really wish it was.
It kind of is.
It's in reverse, though.
It's in reverse, yeah. It's I'm not. You don't pull the ball away. I phase my foot through the ball, and I don't actually kick it. Mm-hmm. It is a clever Charlie Brown homage.
But she keeps falling for it.
Yeah, she just sits there holding the ball, and he never kicks it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vision eventually joins them, and they play some catch together. It's probably the most wholesome moment in the whole book.
Yeah, I like the and I don't even understand what the like references to, or like if it has any other impact. But he's puzzled about the change of logo.
Oh, he goes, "What is this?" Because the football says the Fighting Redskins.
Yeah,
it's because they changed it. He says, "No, your mascot is a colorful bull in a 3-corner hat." And Vin says, "That is a new mascot, the Fighting Patriot. It was changed recently." It was probably around the time they were doing the Washington Redskins thing. Like, this isn't okay anymore. And they probably changed it over. But they have an old football.
It's like his Vision offended because he has red skin.
No, I think it's, yes, this is typical of most human endeavors. They change, but they do not change. And we have Virginia, like, admiring the fact that her family is playing it together outside. And she's content for 1.72 seconds, and then the phone rings.
I love that they give the stat. Mm-hmm. She is happy for 1.72 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And whoever it is wants her to do something. Viv and Vin head back to school after being out for a while, considering, she was dead and he got suspended for choking a kid out. And they're nervous what people are going to think about them. And Viv ends up okay because her lab partner, Chris Kinski, CK, he thinks she's pretty cool. He clearly has a crush on her, too.
Yeah.
He's being an awkward teenager. And it's kind of a sad conversation in the rain because, he's trying to get his point across and she doesn't necessarily understand what's happening. Yeah, it's like a sweet, bittersweet little moment for the two of them. Especially what's going to come up next.
Yeah, it's innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, I think by the end of the conversation, she gets it. Because she's like, "Do you think I'm cool?" Oh.
And then we see Vision is fighting Giganto with the Avengers. And he's having a conversation with Virginia over the phone. And it's such a normal conversation, framed and executed in such a really weird way. And it's I have a thing to do tonight. Can you watch the kids? Conversation, and Vision just makes it really awkward. I understand, husband, but you must understand that children have not responded entirely well to their return to school. I do not want them to be alone tonight. They need proper support. Vision goes, "Indeed, this is not a point of disagreement between us, but given the circumstances, could you not provide such support?" And she goes on to say she has an appointment, blah, blah, blah. She lies to him. because she's looking for a job currently. So Virginia goes to meet this person, and it's CK's dad. He says he was coming by the house to like welcome them to the neighborhood the night that the Grim Reaper attacked, and he saw her burying Grim Reaper in the yard and just decided to start recording. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that he shows her his gun and offers her some cookies. Which mixed signals all over the fucking place on that one.
Well, he doesn't like come off crazy violent, like I'm gonna shoot you and blah, blah, blah,
No,
blah.
he just says, I have protection, we want some cookies.
Yeah.
He's not being like violent about it. He's just like, you guys hurt my son, like I saw you do this, you need to leave. He's like, just go away, and this will go away. No one will ever see anything. He doesn't want money. He doesn't want anything they have. He just wants them to leave.
Yeah, and you can take the video.
Yeah. And then Virginia goes, we belong here. He pulls his gun, points it at her. She starts to float towards him, and then he fires at her. She phases, and unfortunately, the whole time, CK was coming down the stairs to see what was going on, to see who his dad was talking to, and he ends up shooting his own son. He gets shot in the head and the chest. And he's just like, what? No, oh god, and like he's like holding his son's corpse, and like they're not pulling any fucking punches here either. Like it's gruesome.
I had to stop reading.
Because
I was so optimistic that the two kids would hook up.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, this kid's gonna get some robot freak on. That's awesome.
He's not getting anything anymore.
After I just seen Mom and her nighty, like I was happy for this kid. This kid's gonna get some robot loving. And then no, he gets 2 fucking bullets put in him by his dad. Yeah, this was just like, this book went downhill real quick. Like I already didn't like Vision, and I was just like, none of this feels good.
The tone set in the first issue. I mean, Viv is cut through the chest in the first, and Virginia murders
by
a man,
a goofy ass superhero.
Yeah, but
and she's a robot. She get rebuilt.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the tone is set. It just gets worse as time goes on.
Yeah, like you start to lose all hope. Like you have hope that they're gonna like somehow.
I know, but as soon as the
have
murder
this
happens,
happy family thing work out.
Yeah, I guess.
You know.
So CK's dad's like flipping out, holding his corpse, yelling at Virginia, saying that like now, you know, you did this. This is your fault. Like now, I'm going to tell everyone. And she punches him in the head.
And like he's not wrong. She's not totally blameless. I mean, she didn't pull the trigger.
It's his fault that he did that. I don't think she has any responsibility in that kid's death. She phased. She was protecting herself.
Was she? She could take a bullet. Vision could take a bullet.
If she became very dense, yes. But the logical thing is to phase it. She's not used to the heroing thing either. She's, you know. Issue 5. We see that CK's dad is in the hospital in a coma, and he's unlikely to recover. And that's the last we see of him.
Yep, that's the last.
While we see that, we have Vin's teacher reading an excerpt from Merchant of Venice. And this we also see the Avengers fighting the UFOs, I think.
Yeah.
Just kind of showing where everyone's at. And we have Viv tearing out a yearbook page with Chris's photo in it that she takes. The reading of the Merchant of Venice resonates with Vin a lot, and he becomes obsessed through the rest of the book with Shakespeare. Then we meet Detective Matthew Lynn, who wants to speak to the Vision. Vision goes with the detective, and Virginia starts glitching, like repeating, discussion.
I was waiting for Lynn to get like real involved in the story and start like investigating murders and stuff like that. I was just kind of surprised how minimal he stayed.
The cast is super minimal.
Yeah.
It is the Visions interacting with other people on smaller, like little smaller interactions. It is solely them.
But at the point he's showing up and like, you know, people are in a coma and people are dead, I was like, oh, he's part of the family. He's moving in. Like he's.
I mean, they have.
I'm
this
glad
discussion.
I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he didn't interrupt any of the development going on there because there's enough of it.
Virginia comes back inside. She tells the kids what's going on, and she goes, "Don't worry, everything is normal." And then she just kind of like talks through, and again she's repeating discussion, and some other words. After the stuttering spat, that the kids are looking at her, and she just goes, "Everything's normal," and she smashes the table, breaking it, smashing it into the floor.
They go through a lot of tables in that house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Viv goes, "What is wrong with us?" And she runs out, and then Vin very calmly goes up to his mom and goes, "If you prick me, do I bleed?" So he's going through an existential crisis. Like, everyone's dealing with some shit, and no one knows really how to handle it. It's very sad.
She said, "What's wrong with us? It's all about the love." What's that about?
Because it's something that Chris said.
I was going to say, is she figuring out that, like...
Yeah, but, like, they're dealing with loss, they're dealing with guilt, they're dealing with sense of self. There's so much shit going on. Mm-hmm. They were not prepared for any of it. So, Len's questioning Vision, and during the interview, Vision thinks of all 37 times he saved the world. A lot of them are Ultron.
Oh,
a lot of them are Ultron. I didn't get a count, but many of them are Ultron.
I enjoyed the count.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Yeah, just to see like how many times you're familiar with. And
I don't think we need to go over any of them because again, extraneous bullshit.
Yeah.
But Lynn is specifically questioning Vision about his whereabouts the day Chris was killed. He has a particular thing in there. What does he say? He said, "Kid's dead. Your son fought with them. You're an Avenger, which means you occasionally avenge. I need to explain it to you."
I like that, like, from a normal person detective standpoint, like, you know what avenging means, right?
Yeah. Also,
I know what avenging means.
He's also completely unimpressed with who Vision is.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no... He's not intimidated in any way. He's going at Vision hard like he would anyone else.
I know what a defender is. They defend.
Uh-huh.
I know what a champion is. They win at shit. I don't know what the fuck X-Men are. But Avengers? Mm-hmm. You should have thought of a better name. The Fantastic Four? Pretty fantastic. And there's 4 of them most of the time.
Fair enough.
Like,
I bet that's he used it against him.
Yeah, I was like, what are we supposed to call ourselves? A hero squad? Happy, fun guy? Friendly group? What?
Super friends?
Sounds familiar.
But he works out by some like the way Vision said something, that Vin was with Vision, and I think Viv was as well, because he was watching the kids after the fact. But Virginia wasn't. So he picks up on a technicality, and it's something that he said. Mm-hmm. It was a tense thing. It wasn't even like a slip up.
Yeah.
It was like
me and the kids.
Right.
Oh, she wasn't there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Vision lies. Straight up lies to him.
Should be against his program.
He lies and says they were all together that night. And then he gets home, and Virginia's still sitting in front of that broken table, and she's glitching out, repeating words still.
6 Ultrons.
6?
Yeah.
Come through?
6, if you count Jocasta, Bride of Ultron.
Yeah, sure.
Straight up Ultrons, just 5.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So 6 out of 37?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Okay, issue 6. The neighbor's dog, the ones that came to visit them earlier from the first issue, that brought them cookies, their dog gets out, starts digging around the Vision's yard, and uncovers the body of the Grim Reaper.
You know, it's funny. The guy, what was his name? George? I forget his name. But he's like, "Hey, buddy, I love you, buddy." And I'm like, all right, my notes, I'm like, "Dog, buddy." And then, like, the next page, it's like the dog actually has a name, and I'm like, okay, dog's name, not Buddy.
The dog, not smart. He ends up biting the Grim Reaper's scythe, severely hurting himself.
Oh, you just jump right to him finding the body. Yeah, he's going through their yard. You see the spray paint can.
Yeah, it's off in the side. It's off in the bushes.
Oh, that kid's
it's not buried.
Sad. Those 2 kids are buried.
Okay. Whatever you say, man. All the while this is happening.
How did the parents of that kid not come back to that house? But you smashed my kid's head off the fucking thing.
And you're going to vandalize my fucking thing. Eat a dick.
Dude, that's still an adult
assaulting a child. Yeah. You're fair. That's fair. He's not dead. They would have said something.
I'm sure they would have said something, or they just left it ambiguous enough.
I don't know.
I would like to think Virginia didn't.
I'm going to go with she did.
But I think she did.
Okay. While this is happening, we learn about the concept of P versus NP, which is basically computers can solve stuff like this real easy, which is P. NP is something that they cannot solve easily. It is like a complicated problem that they're unable to deal with.
That poor dog.
Yeah, Vision hears the dog hurting itself, biting the thing. He goes to check, and he discovers Grim Reaper and a dying dog. And this dog is like, and it's like smoking, blood's pouring out of it. Like, it's messed up looking.
I mean, he's burned and stuff. I don't see a lot of blood.
Its face is kind of melted.
Yeah, he's all fun.
It's very Stripe at the end of Gremlins.
I thought he was gonna live.
Not in the same sense as,
I know,
live.
I know, but it's so much more fucked up. I thought he was gonna like fix it and return it and be like, hey,
I found this.
Yeah. Because now I feel bad for those old people.
Well, they won't be alive for long. The next morning, the neighbor comes looking for his dog. And Virginia invites him into the house, and it's an absolute wreck. Like, it looks like it's been, like, everything's broken.
Dude, it's not just a wreck. Like, the family's a wreck. Viv is in the corner with her head on her knees.
Yeah, she's in the fetal position, yep. Yeah.
When I was young and way less emotionally stable, I had a girlfriend break up with me. And I was in my own apartment, and I trashed my apartment. I just threw shit around.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I was just mad and emotional, threw some stuff. And our friends knocked on the door, and they wanted to smoke a blunt. And they're like, hey, buddy, want to smoke? And I'm just like, I'm kind of going through something right now. And they're like, they look into the apartment, and they're like, well, we can go up on the beach and smoke this, or the crackhead motif is cool. And I was like, let's go to the beach.
I never got mad and like broke any of my shit. I would just get sad and like cry.
It was like an instant reaction because it was on the phone, so I hung up the phone and then I picked up the phone and then I threw it and then I threw the thing next to the phone and I kind of like threw like 4 or 5 things.
Sure.
And I was kind of like wanted to punch something but didn't want to ruin my shit.
I punched my hood one time on my car, but it was too far off to like actually like make a dent in it. But I punched it hard enough where I left 3 like individual knuckle marks.
My friend cracked his windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Girl broke up. We got into a fight with a girl. Fucking smashed his windshield.
Mm-hmm. It's the only time I really did anything like that. I can't think of any other examples.
People were like, ouch. And I was like, ouch, expensive.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, that just cost you money.
Yeah.
I just had to sweep up some broken glass.
Mm-hmm. They don't have his dog.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
The thing is that the house is trashed because Vision trashed it. Like, Vision is upset at what happened, and he trashed his own house.
Because it's not normal.
It is not normal to have a dead body in your yard. You know what else isn't normal? Cutting open a dog and making another dog out of it.
That is way not normal.
He cuts open the dog.
He takes the brain out.
He takes the brain out to scan it, and he makes another dog, and they name him Sparky.
He makes a Vision dog. It's green. Mm-hmm. It's green hair, just like the rest of the family. Mm-hmm. It's so wrong to take someone's dead dog and make your family a new dog. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Well, that's, taking lemons, making lemonade.
No, that's...
come on.
This is, you're a fucking stone's throw away from fucking axe murderer.
Flipping that... I want to know what he did with the body. Flipping that frown upside down.
Buried it with the kids in the backyard. He finds out they're there, they're going to have fucking 2 more siblings. So
Virginia tells everything to Vision. And Vision's concerned with the lie he told and how that's going to make him look bad.
Yeah,
not the dead guy.
Yeah, not the dog murder.
Yeah. And at this point, the dog helps Viv come out of the fetal position. And Vision also decides that he's going to protect his family at all costs. He's going to choose his family over everything now. And this is the thing that everyone's afraid of. This is the thing that Agatha Harkness saw in the future, that in order to protect his family, he will destroy the world.
It's called a villain turn.
Right, yes. And then we get the last page is Agatha Harkness as a spirit telling all the Avengers this. He will kill you, he will kill your families, he will raise the world.
And, like, the Avengers at this point, man, the lineup. Mm-hmm. Because, like, you have extras. You've got a half a dozen X-Men in there. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, it's not like a wimpy lineup, too. You have Blue Marvel, Storm, Thor, Captain Marvel, Nova, Doctor Strange, Crystal's here.
Yeah. Medusa.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
The Stargirl. Remember her?
America?
Right. I forget her name.
It's America.
It's hard to remember. It's been so long since I've seen America.
Oh. Issue 7. This whole issue is flashbacks of Vision and Scarlet Witch's relationship.
Another dysfunctional, full of things that shouldn't happen relationship.
And there's a running joke. That's a never running joke. A running theme of him being a toaster. It starts as a joke, and then it's an endearing thing, and then it's a derogatory thing. Like you see it shift over time.
Yeah, you damn toaster.
It starts with them in bed for the first time. He tells a bad joke. His joke is pretty bad. He heard it from Van Dyne, and he's like, "Would you like hearing it?" He goes, "Two toasters are sitting on a counter. One toaster turns to the other toaster and asks, 'Do you sometimes feel empty?' Then the other toaster says, 'Oh my God, a talking toaster!'"
Funny.
Yeah. It makes her laugh. It's probably funnier coming out of a robot.
Yeah, well, she's insane, so.
And then later, they are... Who are they fighting? Count Nefaria.
Yeah.
And instead of actually helping fight, they're making out behind a tree.
Crazy. And villains.
They're having a talk.
Not helping.
They say
I hate them so much.
They say "I love you" for the first time.
I say I hate you both for the millionth time.
Next, we jump to Thanksgiving or a holiday get-together of some kind, and it's the worst table I've ever seen.
Isn't it amazing that, like, the different perspective you can have from movie to comic book? Like, in the comic book, people love Wanda and Viz. Mm-hmm. Read a book. They fucking suck.
Okay. But the family around the table is the Wizard, Bova Eyeshire, who is from Wendigo, is a cow lady, Agatha Harkness, Quicksilver, Wonder Man, Vision, and Scarlet Witch.
I wish Magneto was invited.
No. Can't have him.
Why not?
At
Ultron and Magneto are the heads of the table. Hank Pym should be there.
Yeah. On some other night after their wedding at some point, they've gotten the Everbloom, and they talk about the future and what it could hold for them. And then we get to the dark stuff with Vision confronting Wanda about the children not being real. She loses it. She calls them a damn toaster. Then
Not in a fun way.
Then we see the White Vision, because he's been destroyed and rebuilt.
And rebuilt with none of the memories.
Yeah, he has a different operating system and stuff like that, so he's a brand new dude. And he's so fucking cold.
But that's, like, you can't blame him for this. This he's innocent of. He is a new creation. He doesn't even have... Well, fuck not even having feelings. He doesn't have memories. Like, so for these two kids to be like, "You're our daddy."
They go, "Daddy, why are you white?" And he's like, "What would you have me say, Scarlet Witch?" And she's like, "You tell him. You tell him how it goes." He goes, "Very well." What's he say? He says, "Recently my original body and my original operating system were destroyed. What you see before you is a new body, a new mind, a new vision. As such, though I contain the mechanical parts and memories associated with your father, I am no longer your father. You are not my children. Your mother is not my wife." And then she yells at him for it.
Which is funny, because he's more their father in this book than has ever happened in any previous comic in the past.
But
you know what I'm saying? It's all filled in. It's never actually, like, it was not on page. It did not.
Sure.
Yeah.
She cries, "You used to be so kind." And he goes, "Is the truth not unkind?" Did that. And then we see...
He should have replied, "I seem nice."
That would be a nice mirror.
Right?
Then we see Wanda, the night she loses her voice to Mephisto, and Vision tells her Agatha will erase the memories. You too shall be new.
And then Janet will remind you poolside, and you'll alter the world.
Later, Vision reacquires the original operating system. We talked about this earlier, where he walks in on Wonder Man, and then Scarlet Witch gifts him the gem with her brain patterns recorded on it.
Sabotages him with the gift of her brain patterns to poison his robot wife.
And then the last page is him and Virginia in bed. A single bed this time.
And something bad must have happened between Wonder Man and Wanda too, because aren't currently continuity, like the book that's coming out now, like Wanda and Vision are together again?
I don't know. Yes, because it's Wanda and Vision, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, the title is Wanda.
Yeah, I mean, this is back in the past at some point, so...
They should just
he tells the same... He tells the same toaster joke to Virginia. The problem is they are far apart on the bed. It is dark and ominous and has no humor behind it.
And she doesn't laugh.
No.
Someone's got to pay Frank Castle to double tap Wanda and Viz while they're in bed together. Frank, we have a job for you.
Issue 8. Viv is listening to a recording of the conversation she had with Chris in the rain. Vin is reciting from The Merchant of Venice. Virginia's at the piano singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And Vision is clearing the sidewalk of snow while helping...
With his laser.
With his laser, which is great. He doesn't even have to step in the snow. He can float above it. It's wonderful.
See, this book could have been like no drama and lots of just everyday life kind of fun with him doing stuff like that. Like,
this could have been an absolutely different book completely.
Yeah, neighbors envious, like just out there fucking melting snow. I gotta be out here with a shovel breaking my back.
And
he could do the whole neighborhood in 15 minutes. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Like,
and again, dialogue that has nothing to do with anything. He's walking Nova on how to reset the Quinjet operating system.
Yeah, and talking him through it.
And we just get like a one-sided conversation of him like just talking to him.
Well, proving that he doesn't really need to be there for every little thing. Like, he could have been home. Like, Yeah,
it depends what it is. Then we see Sparky chasing a ball outside, and then we get the origin of Victor Mancha, who is Vision's brother. To take it down to simple terms, is Vision's brother. Ultron made him for a lady who helped him rebuild himself.
And he was part of the teenage team called the Runaways for a while, so people might know him from those books.
Yeah. We also learned that his true purpose is to kill the Avengers, and how he fought against that. Because he's supposed to become victorious.
And he was also an Avenger. He was part of an Avengers AI team led by Vision. So he's got some history. He's been around for a character I don't know a lot about.
Yeah, me neither. He's got like gravitational powers. Like he can hold stuff. It looks like electricity, but it's gravitational powers. Also, he looks like a normal human kid.
Yeah, like his stuff is like implants. Like it comes out of his body.
Yep. So he says he's staying. Vision tells the family that he's staying with them for a semester because he's doing something on Capitol Hill as an internship. He takes them to dinner, and he's like an actual person. Like
he's
Victor
got personality. He's not awkward. Yeah,
person. He's charming. He knows how to like talk to people. I mean, we learned this is all. It's not a ruse. It's kind of a little bit of a facade.
It's a little bit of a facade, but like I feel like his motives are genuine.
So he's there to observe the family at behest of the Avengers to make sure that like they don't do anything they're not supposed to. All the while, he's actually like helping them because Virginia confides in him. Vin confides in Victor, talking about his obsession with Shakespeare, and Victor's like, hey, maybe like lay off and like it's cool to do a thing, but have other interests. Don't let it consume you, kind of thing. Yeah.
He plays piano with Virginia. He's actually got some knowledge there.
Yep.
But he's therapeutic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for the family. They're actually working through some shit with him.
Right. He's helping them process like Vision will not allow them to do. He's not Vision's not providing any of the support he needs.
Yeah.
And you see Victor come in and provide that support to these people, even though he has an ulterior motive. He's still helping them.
Yeah.
The darkest thing that happens is him and Viv go to the graveyard, and she phases down through Chris's grave and sees his body. And even then, he helps her through that. Because she's trying to process that kid's death, and he's having a hard time. Or she's having a hard time. Him and Vision have a conversation, and it's not really a conversation. It's Victor talking at Vision, and Vision saying nothing. Again, Vision being the worst character in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you can see Victor is clearly trying to gauge where Vision's at. Like, he's doing these, like, probing questions, trying to get in to see where Vision's at mentally. And Vision's just not saying anything. Then we see Vin discovering Victor in the house across the street, talking with the Avengers.
Well, he's playing fetch with Sparky.
Yeah.
And remember, Sparky's a Vision dog, so he phases right through a door that the ball bounces off of.
Yep.
And we find Victor inside, reporting back to the Avengers.
Yep. Victor tries to talk to Vin, but Vin just wants to leave. So Victor uses his powers to hold Vin. And then in the dialogue, we learn that Vision will kill Victor in the future. Number 9. Virginia's looking for Vin. She's super worried because she doesn't know where him and Sparky are. She goes to ask Viv. Goes to ask Vision. No one knows. And then in between that,
rough panels too.
We see-
Because Vin is being held. Like, you just see him with his eyes kind of like wide, and the electricity kind of holding him in place.
right, so again, it's gravity powers,
But
it
calling
looks like
out-
electricity.
Calling out for his mom.
Victor's holding him inside this field, just saying saying mother, like calling out for help. It is pretty sad, especially at the end where he says mommy, and that's like the last thing he ever says. But we learn that Victor uses vibranium like a drug. Like,
Right.
he's addicted to vibranium because it helps him heal and soothes him. It helps like his like mechanics for whatever reason. Being near vibranium makes him feel better. But the problem is that he depletes that feeling goes away over time, and he has to find more vibranium to do it. So it's essentially just a drug. Victor is trying to get Vin to stop. I said he died before. He didn't. He dies now. He says mommy, and then he goes stop. And Victor's just like, hey, shut up, just shut up. And he just wants to talk to him. And in trying to hold him, it sets Sparky off. Sparky attacks him. Vin gets loose. At this point, he's calling for his father. And as he's trying to run away, Victor grabs him again, but like overloads him. Vin sets off his gem laser thing out of his forehead. He hits the neighbor's house that they said was going to burn down earlier in the book. That's where Vision notices what's going on. He's like, well, where's that laser? Who fired that? And at this point, Vin is dead. And Vision walks in on Victor and his dead son. Yeah. So he accidentally kills Vin, and he's pretty broken up about it.
Well, Victor was there to help.
I
mean, Victor was there to help.
Yeah, he didn't want to hurt anybody, but like he made a mistake because he didn't have full control of his powers.
Yeah.
And he was getting high off that vibranium piano, yeah.
Taking pieces of piano.
But this is what the Avengers were worried about. This is what would make Vision want to harm all of his friends. Issue 10. Vision is sitting in his living room, lighting and closing the lighter from Cap. While they're getting ready for bed, he mentions that they are under house arrest, and that in no way is the fact that Victor is alive and Vin is not, is just. So he doesn't say it out loud, but he wants revenge. Iron Man said they're only going to be under house arrest for a few weeks while they figure things out, and Viv can continue to do her schoolwork from home, so she's not going to fall behind. Isn't that nice? We see Sparky try to get outside by phasing through the door, and he stopped because they're being held in by like a
force field.
Like a force field, yeah, like electrical thing, so it shocks them.
Yeah, he phases his nose through the door and then gets like an electric shock.
So they're actually physically being held inside. Vision goes to check on Viv and finds out that she's about to pray, and he joins her. Actually, I think this is a neat little page.
It is a neat page.
So he sees her, and she's on her knees with her hands clasped in front of her bed. And he goes, "Oh, excuse me. It is fine, Father. I have yet to start." "Oh, yes, of course. Well, if you have not started, may I then join you?" Like the first time he's been a fucking father the whole time.
Yeah, right.
"Yes, Father. You may join me." And she has this very hopeful look on her face. "I am praying for Vin's soul to be at rest." "I see. I do not know if there is a God. It seems unlikely." Yes, it does seem unlikely. "I also do not know if Vin has a soul. This too seems unlikely." "Yes. So first I pray that there is a God. Then I pray that Vin had a soul. Then I pray for God to allow Vin's soul to rest. If that order is satisfactory, Father, then perhaps you will follow me?" "Yes, Viv. That will be fine."
Makes sense analytically.
So they pray together. And then we see the lighter. We see Sparky eat a flower. And we see the vase. And then we see a very sad Virginia. There's a little conversation about some oil that Vin would like put into his body from the fridge, which is weird. And then Vision goes into a dark room, pulls out one of his eyes that acts like a projector, and he watches a memory or a recording that he had of Vin, but it's Vin trying to do a reading for him from Shakespeare, and Vision going, "Hey, just give me a second. I have to talk to the Avengers. It's pretty important."
Right.
And Vin's like, he wants to share with his dad, and it's just
he didn't see it in the moment.
Right,
He's
it's
seeing
sad.
it after the fact.
yeah. That's very sad.
Way to emotionally cut yourself.
After that, he suits up. He takes that lighter, presses it against the force field, which allows him to get through because it shorts it out.
It's a pretty badass sequence. It's 2 pages of panels, no dialogue, of him just holding the lighter up against the force field and slowly using it to push through.
If you notice, he's breaking through the floor as he does it.
Yeah, pushing against the floor. Like it's cool. The 2 pages say a lot without saying anything.
Yep. And then we see him flying off to go kill Victor.
1 page of Tony, Iron Man, Thor, and Nova.
Iron Man and Thor are fucking around. And Nova's like, hey, Vision got out. So Tony's like, oh shit, you gotta get everybody. And Nova's like, okay, but everybody, by everybody you mean? And he goes, everybody!
I don't know what game Thor and Tony were playing, but he's like, so I assume if I win, I get the hammer. It's like, bro, you couldn't even lift the hammer. Like,
right.
What do you want that for?
Put it on this table for me, thank you.
Yeah.
Issue 11. Virginia is telling Viv that they will be turned off because of what Vision is doing. If Vision is killed or defeated, they will die. It's logical, but it's really fucking messed up to say to your daughter who's already gone through some shit.
I mean, I think it's wise to prep her for the possibility.
I guess.
Like, these people are not going to show you any mercy. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, Virginia definitely not. She's been involved in killing people and hiding bodies and stuff. You know, unfortunately, Vin and Viv are innocents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Vision gets to the prison and the Avengers are already waiting. And I love this. Vision just flatly lays out, it's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go kill Victor. I would like your cooperation, but I do not need it. And then after Iron Man threatens him with the same kind of force field technology, he blasts him.
Yeah, Tony isn't even wearing a helmet. Mm-hmm. He sent him through a wall. He wasn't wearing a helmet.
Well, he's fine. At this point, Virginia decides this is a good time to tell Viv what really happened with Chris and how he was shot. Which, no, stop. This poor girl's had enough.
It's like, man, if you had a crystal ball and you know where you were headed, you would just save that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And obviously, she doesn't take it very well, and another table gets smashed. Best
line in the entire book is Spider-Man checking on Tony, going, poop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we see Vision systematically defeat all of the Avengers, which is a pretty just fun little run-through. It's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, Vision could do that. It's like Martian Manhunter, where you don't think about it, but it's like, oh no, yeah, they're really fucking dangerous.
But the funny thing about like Vision and Martian Manhunter is they can systematically dismantle the Justice League and come out victorious, and the thing that they can't do is be human.
Mm-hmm. They're trying real hard, though.
Real hard.
Virginia's standing there, looking at the broken table. Sparky is floating next to her, looking, and then he starts barking.
Oh wait, did you get to the point where Viv smashed the table?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. But
damn that table again.
Yep. Sparky starts barking, and then he doesn't start barking, and then Virginia loses it and beats Sparky to death with her fists.
Yeah, and I was team Virginia
up until she killed the dog.
Up until the dog. Like this whole book, she was my character. She was a character that I empathized with the most. She was a character I wanted to see turn around and like fix herself. Like I wanted to see her walk away from Vision at the end of this and be like, "Fuck you."
Sure, but this is her breaking point. She cracks. This is it. Like the weight finally like hits, and this is it.
Yeah,
and she beats the dog to death.
Yeah, she brutally beats his puppy. It is not fucking cool.
He's laying disemboweled on the floor, and she sees the flower and she eats it. We also learn that parts of Wanda's memory persist in her, like we said before. This is the first time we actually see that happening. So she essentially talks or lays out all the shit we saw in the flashback issue are the memories she has. So good ones and really fucked up ones. But she eats the Everbloom flower and she sees the future. Vision reaches Victor's cell, and Wanda and Agatha show up. Wanda tries to talk him out of it. She's trying to appeal to him, saying that like they're better than everyone else because they are able to change and adapt. She tells him if he does this, he won't be able to come back from it, and he'll be just like everyone else. And the Vision says all he's ever wanted was to be like everyone else. And then he puts Wanda down. He walks up to his brother, is about to kill him, and then Virginia's hand comes through Victor's chest and rips out his heart. So Virginia saves the Vision from being the murderer and takes that upon herself.
Yeah, I'm a little back on Team Virginia at
Yeah,
that point, but it's hard to get over dog murder.
Yeah, no, it's not great. And issue 12 is pretty straightforward. Virginia calls Detective Lynn, confesses everything to him, except that she's lying.
Yeah.
To protect Vision and his reputation. She says she altered his operating systems, tampering with his memory and his free will, which is why he lied unknowingly. After her confession, she drinks some of the flying water vase of Zenla, which corrodes her insides, killing her, and she dies in Vision's arms. Vision saved the world 37 times. She saved it once.
Yeah, there's like little tidbits in there before she dies, though, where she like confesses to him, and she's like, "I see." She's like, "I also killed the dog." Oh, fucking
yeah! It's just like it's the little things in here. It's all the dialogue. It's all the background. It's all the shit that doesn't matter. That make this book so good.
And she doesn't have to die.
Yeah,
like,
she could phase the water out.
He's like, "Phase now. Allow the water to pass through." He's like, "No, like enough of this shit."
Yep. Then we get a little thing of Wanda talking to Viv. She gifts Viv with a repaired Sparky.
It's so sad, though. She's like, come sit with me, husband. Let me rest against you. My head is heavy, and I would enjoy putting it on your shoulder. Like, she has to ask him for that. Like, he doesn't, like, just do it.
Because he's bad at this.
Yeah, he is so bad.
Yep. So Viv gets a new Sparky, and she seems to come to terms with the fact that she's not normal, and she seems at peace for everything she's gone through. And then the book ends with Vision secretly rebuilding Vin. Singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
Vin or Virginia?
I think that's Vin.
Do you?
Yeah.
What makes you think it's Vin and not Virginia?
Looks like Vin more than it does Virginia.
I mean, the fact that he's singing the song that Virginia was singing made me think it was Virginia.
Oh, I took it as Vin.
Well,
it could have been. Yeah, it could be. It could go either way, right?
Yeah, she was the one playing that on the piano and singing it constantly, so I thought it was her. Mm-hmm. That and who would want to rebound with Scarlet Witch?
I took it as Vin because I think the loss of a child's probably worse than the loss of a wife. But I don't know. Yeah, it could go either way, right?
I don't know either.
When I read it, I took it as Vin.
Yeah, just because he was singing the song, I took it as her.
That's fair. That probably makes more sense. But yeah.
That and, like, there are situations where, like, a woman dies during childbirth and the father extremely resents the child.
For taking away, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go either way.
But, yeah, a very good read. Not a happy one. Like we said at the beginning.
Yeah, very good read, not a happy one. Clearly, it inspires lots of discussion and theories. It is a super feely book all over the spectrum of feels.
Like I said, it's dealing with loss, dealing with guilt, dealing with like what it means to be a person, what it means to be normal. Like, there's so much shit wrapped up in this story.
Comic book wise, it cements a lot of my previous feelings on Wanda and Vision. I hate them both. Mm-hmm. I do not.
I mean, Wanda's a non-entity in here. Vision, yes, but like I said, Vision feels like a supporting character to the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Your focus is on them and empathizing with them and what they're going through.
Yeah,
and Vision's inability to support them. See,
my takeaway would be Wanda and Vision should die. And leave me Vin, Viv, and Virginia, because they seem like way more likable characters.
Uh-huh. So, that's all I got. I think we said everything we need to say on this. At least I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely worth it.
It's totally worth it. I would recommend it as a read, but I wouldn't recommend it, like, as a fan of any character. I would be like, oh, you love the Vision? Read this.
You don't have to.
It makes him out to be an entirely big bag of shit.
Yeah. But like, you don't have to like the Vision to read this because it's still good without it.
Like, if I had 12 issues of someone writing a story about how Batman is emotionally unavailable, a rich dickhead who takes the law into his own hands, endangers children, womanizes, is just a guy with PTSD from the murder of his parents, like, I would not want to read this book. Like, if it just
all the time to varying degrees.
Not to varying degrees.
Yeah.
But if I had 12 issues purely pointing out the bag of shit side of Batman, I don't think I'd like it very much.
Sure.
I might call it absolute.
A whole different thing.
No,
Yeah,
he's
but,
not even that bad in absolute.
Yeah, but like, again, this story isn't meant to put Vision in a good light at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I see there's not putting Vision in a good light, which is like most Vision stuff, because he's just so impartial. You know? Like, he's basically a non-entity most of the time. And then there's like making him so bad he's neglectful or even hurtful.
But he's doing it unintentionally.
I know, but like there's negative sides to lots of characters. Like, how bad is Cyclops with like his treatment of Madeline and shit like that, you know, and being dedicated to the job above anything else. And like there's lots of reasons to hate Scott. If you beat me over the head with those things, like, I'm not going to want to read that. Like, it's an interesting thing to take a character and just focus on bad. Like, I don't see any redeeming qualities in Vision in this book at all.
He has the turn where he's like, I will do whatever I need to do to protect my family. Like, he has that turn.
Yeah.
Where this has happened, these are the circumstances. I'm going to defend you and support you, even though it is against what I usually am.
Yeah, but if you were there and attentive from the beginning,
agreed,
you wouldn't have to.
Yes, he was distant and it wasn't doing the things he should have done as a husband and a father.
Right. You can't champion after being the failure.
Yeah, but he's still
too little, too late.
He's still willing to step up and do it. He's not like, well, too bad, you go to jail now, wife.
Sure, but like, to what extent? You know, he was willing to murder his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother didn't cold-bloodedly kill his
No, but he
son.
still wanted revenge.
Right. So I'm saying it was an accident. It was an accident where he was even remorseful, and Victor wasn't trying to get out of prison. Victor was in prison. Victor was willing to face the punishment.
Sure.
He was traumatized by it too. It's not what he intended to do, and he was there on Avengers.
But that was the problem, is that the Avengers sent him. The Avengers didn't trust him enough. So if the Avengers did not send him there, his kid would still be alive.
Sure. I'm just saying that, like, he didn't even technically do anything bad. If the Avengers get the get out of jail free card, he was there as an Avenger.
He murdered a kid.
Accidentally.
Does it make it okay? If I accidentally hit a kid with my car, I'm still going to jail.
But
it's still a bad thing.
But the Avengers have the get out of jail free card. Like, the Avengers get to do things. The Avengers get to wreck Manhattan every other fucking Tuesday, and it's okay. This kid wasn't trying to break out. This kid was sitting in that cell right where he was supposed to be, accepting the consequences that were going to come his way because an unfortunate event happened. Like, there was no part of villainy in what that kid did.
Yeah, and Vision didn't think that was good enough.
Right, and Vision was going to march in there and kill him like a villain.
Sure. But that was the point, is that's what Agatha saw. He would raise the world. He would kill all the Avengers.
Right.
Yes.
Because Vision's a villain.
He's not a villain. He was spared his villainy by Virginia's sacrifice.
All Avengers are villains. Except for Cat.
He was a villain. He was Nazi.
Huh?
He was Nazi.
Sure. During Secret Empire. But that is Grant.
Yeah, now
Rogers,
it is. Yeah.
Not Steve. That's Grant.
So, I would say go read this book. For 12 issues, it's a fast read. It's a good read. It will not make you feel good, but I think you should. It is a good story.
Yeah, if you want to hate on something.
I don't think there's anything to hate on. I think it's just a good story. You walk away going, wow, that was good.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of terrible characters.
Sure. Like I said, some of my favorite kind of stories. So,
I just don't think, like, everyone gets the justice that they deserve.
That's how the world works.
That's not why I read comics.
Then you need to read very specific comics.
I do. Fiction, man. Fiction.
Mm-hmm. If you would like to send us future book reviews, you could do that at thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. You could check out what's going on at the store, Instagram and Facebook. Links will be in the show notes. Go read this book.
Go read this book. Cautiously. Tom King will appreciate it.
We loaded loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eaton Town. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves, man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring. You were beautiful.